Here, let me give you some B-roll, okay? Look at that. Just freaking bask in that, guys. Look at that. Wow. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so finally, Halloween parts 1 through 5 are on 4K Ultra HD, courtesy of the good people at Shout Factory. And I'm going to show you in detail those 5 editions, all right? So anyway, let's do that. And we're gonna do that horror pack that I promised you guys on the last drum box. So anyway, let's go. What's up, guys? I'm so excited. I ordered these like when they were first announced, a couple months, I think in July they were announced. Finally, they're out, and I got the edition that came with the vinyls. So there's vinyls for parts 1, 2, and 3. And I didn't know if this was gonna be like a normal size or if it was gonna be like the size of a 45. I haven't even pulled the actual record out of the sleeve yet, so I'm gonna show you guys that too. But also, I got some B-roll here, so that way I can give you a little bit closer, you know, because my vlog camera, it does a really good job at giving you those like close up, like look at that, really great stuff. Last night I watched, I watched like the bonus footage off of this because I wanted to see the Dr. Death scene, and I watched it in full, and we'll get to that, but yeah, we got B-roll. But first things first, I promised you that September, I think this is a September horror pack. We're gonna cut into that real quick, gonna go through it. Again, if you don't know what horror pack is, every month you will get horror Blu-ray goodness or DVD goodness showing right up to your door. And you're gonna get limited editions in there, you're gonna get indie stuff, you're gonna get upper crust type stuff. And you know, if you're a horror fan, this is a no-brainer. It really is, because I've found a lot of movies I've never even heard of through horror packs. So yeah, let's show you what we got for September. First one, Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell. B-roll, Cold Day in Hell, Tremors. I've never seen any of the Tremors movies. Actually, I think I did. Is that the one with Kevin Bacon? I did see that one, okay? So yeah, Tremors, there you go. Next one, we got Horror Pack Limited Edition Blu-ray. This is called The Last Laugh. Really cool looking killer on the front. Seems like the going theme these days is to bathe the scene in like a bluish purplish tinge. Because we all like the colors, right? I'm guilty of it too. I love nice, beautiful atmosphere in a horror movie. So great stuff there. And that is the limited edition. You will not find that anywhere else except for Horror Pack. Oh my God, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I have not seen this movie ever. And yeah, finally I get to watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I know this movie has a huge, huge cult fan base. So looking forward to finally watching it. And last one before we get to the Halloween 4K Ultimate Editions, we got Wakewood. Looks like a creepy, maybe witchy type of a horror movie. Never heard of this one, but yeah, might be interesting. Aidan Gillen, Eva Birthstill, and Timothy Spall. The dead should never be woken. So there you go. There's your horror pack for the week. Now, let's get into Halloween 1 through 5, 4K Ultra HD. I'll put some B-roll right here so you can see what it all looks like together. I'm glad I took some pictures. I posted it on my Instagram. And yeah, it's really cool stuff. But just to give you a closer look, I ordered the vinyl set where you get 3 vinyls for the first 3 movies. And I didn't even know like how they were going to package this thing. It came in this big box, and you can take this off. And here's a close look at the first one. Okay, you get young Michael Myers right there, really cool. And inside you can see the vinyl that's got young Michael Myers there. So I think this is like a 45, and we'll get to this in just a sec. But on the back, you can see there, it says it is a side A Halloween theme, side B Laurie's theme. So you get 2 tracks. It's pretty much just a single. And let's take this out, okay? So anyway, this is what it's gonna look like. Look at that. Really nice, kind of see-through. It's like a splatter type design. And you can see young Michael Myers right there on the front. Really cool. Now you can see that the Ultra HD is inside this case, and I just dropped it, of course. So inside the case, nothing there, just empty. One thing I will say, you can hear that. Very hard-edged material for this slipcase. You know, this isn't like a flimsy slipcase. It's pretty thick material. As far as like protecting your content, they couldn't have picked a better sleeve design, you know? But that's what the front looks like. I'm gonna stick to the B-roll on these for the close-ups. Beautiful, beautiful. On the back here, you can see the special features. Now, for the new stuff, I'm going to read you the new stuff because there's some stuff ported over from previous editions. But on disc 1, you got the new 4K scan. I haven't thrown this in yet, but I've heard that the original colors are I guess the theatrical presentation of this movie has been chosen instead of the previous Dean Cundy approved transfer, which it looked a lot more green, but it didn't look as natural to me. And I just like the look of the theatrical version because the daylight scenes, there's just much more color in the scenes. I just prefer that version. So the 2000 edition DVD, I think, has the best color timing. So I'm hoping that this is close to that. But it also has a new Dolby Atmos track, and that's pretty much it. I'm thinking the original mono's on here too. I don't see it on the Ultra HD version though. And then on the Blu-ray, you get the same scan from the original negative. This is another one approved by Dean Cundy. Dolby Atmos track. And I don't see anything about the original mono, which is the way I usually prefer watching Halloween. I like listening to the original mono track. So, but then there's a disc 3 original color timing presentation. That is something I didn't know that they were offering on this. That's really cool. Vintage interview from producer Mustafa Akkad. A cut above the rest, Unmasked 2000, the extended cut in HD. So this actually includes the television version too. So I'm learning this stuff myself. This is so freaking cool. Radio spots, TV spots, all that stuff. So, I mean, this has just about everything in it, okay? And you know what, just have fun. If I can, I'll probably plug a scene in here where I'm actually showing you what it looks like on my TV. But again, brand new 4K scan on Halloween 1. And by the way, needed to mention, this is an updated version performed by Cody Carpenter and Daniel Davies. All right, Halloween 2. Same type deal. Got this nice case. Here's what it looks like on the B-roll. We're gonna open this up now, starting with the vinyl. Same type deal here. Side A, you got the shape enters Laurie's room. Side B, the shape stalks again. I think I prefer the score of Halloween 2 over Halloween 1, even though it's pretty much the same, but I just like the sound of it. You know, it's much more synthy sounding, I guess. I've used the term synth gravy before. But yeah, there's your B-roll look at it. And I'm thinking you're gonna get the same image on the front. And yeah, you get the splatter design, same splatter design from the last one. So I'm not gonna waste your time with the next. I'll show you the next one, but I'm thinking it's gonna be the same splatter design. So I won't go into too much detail about it. But then here's a close-up of Halloween 2. Again, super rigidy casing, housing, whatever you wanna call it. That's what the disc looks like. You got the black disc. Close-up of the back, what it looks like. Now, reading through this, again, new 2021 4K scan, original negative, Dolby Atmos mix, audio commentary, director Rick Rosenthal. And I'm thinking that's a ported over commentary from the previous edition. Disc 2, you get the Blu-ray has the same scan. Looking through this, audio commentary. So really all the features on this seem to be the same as the previous version. Disc 3, you get the DVD with the TV cut. That's nice. And there's a DVD-ROM with the film script. Okay. But yeah, like all the documentaries that were in the previous Shop Factory editions are on these. And I can't recommend them enough. They had brand new ones for Halloween 2, 3, 4, and 5. And those are great. Those are really great. Okay, last of the vinyls. Halloween 3, you got the pumpkin on the front going over here to the B-roll. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful pumpkin on the front, okay? Let's go ahead and take that off. Okay, so here's the vinyl. Again, pumpkin on the front, taking the vinyl out. telling you the tracks on the back. Chariots of Pumpkins and Season of the Witch, side B. Same thing, Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies. And yeah, it's the same design, and you can see the pumpkin on the record. Yeah, splatter. There you go. Now here is the 4K. Again, rigid as hell, slip casing. Tom Atkins on the back. Here, let me give you some B-roll, okay? Look at that. Just freaking bask in that, guys. Look at that. Wow. Isn't that gorgeous? Just beautiful. And then here's what the back looks like. There's Tom Atkins, Colonel Cochran. Looking through this again, new 4K scan. First time on 4K, by the way, for 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? There were some people they were like, why do they keep re-releasing these movies? No, this is the very first time these have ever been released on 4K. But yeah, it looks like it's all the same. You only get 2 discs in this one. Everything from the Blu-ray is ported over into here, but you get the new 4K scans. And it looks like the Blu-ray has a brand new scan too. So yeah, let's move on to 4 and 5. All right, Halloween 4. This is the movie that got me hooked into the franchise. I've shared this story 100 times. Going to the B-roll. Look at that. I like, some people have different opinions on these covers, but I like that they all connect with each other. I would think if they continue and do 6 through Halloween 2018, they would continue the tradition, which I would love, and maybe even let you like have an option to get a box to house. I mean, God, guys, wouldn't that be freaking amazing? But yeah, there's what it looks like on the front. On the back, it looks like you got the roof scene with Myers and Rachel there. 4K scan again, Dolby Atmos mix. I've heard this one sounds amazing, actually. So same ported over, special features from the Blu-ray. But yeah, I've read on like the Blu-ray.com forums, people have talked about how great, especially 4 and 5 look with the upgraded 4K scan. So yeah, I can't wait to watch these this month. And then lastly, the one that's probably the most talked about just because it has the most new footage, Halloween 5. If you remember a couple years ago, they went into the vaults and they found the print, the 35mm print, and they went in and they grabbed the Dr. Death scene, some unreleased carnage in there, bloody footage. I haven't checked to see if the SWAT team is on here yet. You guys will probably already let me know that in the comments. But close up here, I mean, wow, guys, that's everything I could ever want. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. What's that? Loomis, the man, the myth, the legend, right there. 4K scan. Now again, I did go and I previewed the Dr. Death scene. I watched the thing in its entirety. It's only a couple minutes, but I talked about how I was gonna make my own cut of this movie. I'm definitely making my own cut of this movie now because I think I prefer the Dr. Death scene, even though it's not the greatest scene. It's very different, and I think it fits in with the tone of this movie because this movie's probably the wildest Halloween movie out there. The one that's that reaches a little bit, too far out of the original series. Not talking about Rob Zombie, that's a whole different thing. But this one dips its toe into some weird shit, and the Dr. Death scene fits into that perfectly, I think. And so I think finally watching that with Dr. Death in there, I think it's going to make the movie even better. And I will say it. Halloween 5 is as crazy as it is and as bad as it is, I still enjoy this movie immensely. And I think you might be surprised by its new placement on my ranking in the next couple days, because I'm seeing Halloween Kills on Tuesday night, coming back doing my non-spoiler. You should see my ranking on Wednesday or Thursday. Brand new updated ranking, okay? And my ranking for these movies changes all the time. So looking forward to finally doing that. But yeah, Halloween 5. This is the one that I was the most excited to get, for sure. But glad I have the whole thing. It's beautiful. And you know what? I never ever lately promote my t-shirts. But yeah, I got an F Off Wade t-shirt right here. If you want one of those, go over to the Drumdums store. It's the links in the info box. You can get one. I have 2 different designs. One actually says F Off Wade behind his head there. And then you can get this version, okay? The Killer Flicks. But yeah, guys, that's it. I hope I covered everything that you guys wanted to know about this set. Gave you some nice close B-roll footage and everything. But yeah, I'm glad I finally have these on 4K. I can't wait until they gotta put out the rest of the series. Maybe they're waiting until Kills comes out. Maybe Ends. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, guys, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, we do People on Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on my socials. Support me on Patreon. Buy me a coffee. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And Drumdum out.